Yeah, and I'm going to demonstrate for you my very unique, not so ordinary ponytail. The first thing you want to do is take a section from either side of the head. And you're going to tie these two sections in a knot. Bring the hair down low because you don't want it to sit too high because you want it to have a soft look. We don't want it to sit up at the crown. We want it to sit below the crown of the head. Then what you do is you tie the hair in a knot, just like so. Gather up all the rest of the hair in your hand and then wrap your ties up underneath that section, come on top, and then create a knot where you tie it on top of the hair section. And then you gather up your ends, just like so, and you take a very small ponytail holder, one of these little mini ones, and you gather those ends together and you put your ponytail rubber band on there. And then you just flip it around underneath the section so you don't see it. And now you take your sections and you just sort of take that hair and just sort of pull it out just a little bit so it looks a little softer, a little looser, like so. Just like that. Now you're going to brush through these ends really good so they're not tangling. And you can just leave it like this if you wanted to. However, I did it by adding just a few miniature braids to the bottom, and the details just gave it a little more special look. I'm also using finishing spray by Balayage to unite the strands so that when I get ready to braid these pieces together, the hair will stay together. So all I'm doing is just a 3-strand braid right here. You know, they say details make a difference. Well, adding these little braids to the bottom of the design, it just gives it that extra little touch. And like I said, you don't have to add these in. You know, it's just up to you. It was just my idea that I came up with as I was coming up with this particular hair design. Then again, you're going to pick up another section. Now, if you're going to add in some braids, you want to be sure that it's in odd numbers. You don't want like just 2 braids hanging down. It's always better to have 3, 5, 7, or whatever. Always better visually looking at it, it's better to have an odd number rather than an even number. And here, as I come down to the bottom, I'm not braiding all the way to the bottom. I'm leaving some of those strands out, and then I'm just taking my brush and teasing it just a little bit, just to keep the hair from falling apart and give it more of that little boho look. There. I'm going to add another one here to the side, and I love using the finishing spray to help to control the hair, because no matter how many times I spray this on the hair when I'm creating a hair design, it never gets stiff or sticky or flaky, and it's very, very easy to brush out. And here again, it's just it's just another 3-strand braid, and I like to leave the ends free. Don't braid down. I don't like to braid all the way down to the ends, not for this particular look, because it gives it more of an organic, lived-in look by just leaving the ends free, and they kind of fluff around with the ends of the hair at the bottom of the design. So there you go, your unique